Hey guys, this is Phyllis from Haasbot Software. I'm going to show you how to set up Haasbot for the first time. So the very first thing we need to do is we need to have Haasbot running, which we have right here. It's located in the system tray. You can move it over here if you want, but I'll just leave this here right now. So the very first thing you want to do with Haasbot is you want to make sure that that the computer that you're running Haasbot on has its time synchronized. This is due to a few exchanges requiring like very sync time to execute orders. But this is very easy, so we'll go ahead and go to our browser, and we'll just Google net time. And yeah, the first one we want is net time, the network time synchronization tool. So we'll go ahead and click here. Let's go ahead and run the installer. Let's run it. Yep. So go next. Default path is fine. That's fine. Yes. Install as a service. Keep that checked and install. And then let's finish it. Let's start it. So we've got net time over here. We want to go ahead and click properties. And let's click settings. And yeah, so we want the update interval to be once every 15 minutes. This is the max you can do. Everything else is fine, so let's click OK. Let's click Update Now, which syncs our time exactly right now, and that's it. So let's go ahead and open up Haasbot. So basically, first thing you want to do is go to Settings. We need to do a few things first. All of this is fine just for a very basic setup. The first thing you want to do is click on Login Credentials, and we want to set this to something. So by default, it's admin, but you generally want to change this to something else. This is done for security reasons, so if someone has access to the machine that Haasbot is running, they won't be able to change any of the settings or mess with the trades in any way. The only thing they can do is turn off Haasbot, and without the password, nothing else really. So we'll go ahead and set this. I'll create a little password for myself. And the automatic logout time, you may want to change this. I put it at 1,000 minutes because I like to leave it logged in, but default I believe it's 10 minutes. So you can change this value to whatever you want. We'll go ahead and click Save. Let's go back to Settings as well. And then now we have the extra security. You don't really need to worry about this. If you do forget your password and you can't log in correctly within 5 times, you're going to block yourself. You can just unblock yourself over here. You can also whitelist your IP address here if you want. But let's click on the API drivers tab, and yeah. So basically you want to check every exchange that you want either data from or that you want to change to trade on. So these are the exchanges I have selected. So go ahead and select the ones that you want, and then click Save. So now, also when you do select API drivers, the software will restart. That's fine. So once it has restarted, just go ahead and click Open Interface. And here we are. This is our interface. So you're going to want to log in with the exact login credentials that you set up. Click Login. And here we are. So this is the general interface. Now that we selected the exchanges that we want to either collect data on or trade on, we are going to click on the Exchanges button over here. And then, you're going to go ahead and for each exchange that you selected, it should be green here, you want to click Connect and then enter in the API keys. And when you generate API keys, it's very important that you allow the permissions for the keys to trade, read the information, and cancel orders if you have that. Each exchange kind of handles this differently. We do not need the ability to withdraw. So yeah, so just go ahead and enter that in, click Save, and repeat the process for each exchange that you want to trade on. You can leave them out. You can leave out the API keys if you want. We'll still collect the price data, but if you want to execute trades, then yeah, you need to input the API keys. And the API keys are encrypted within our software, so you don't have to worry about it being left in plain text or anything like that. So go ahead and do that, and once you're done with that, you are ready to create your first bots. So check out the next video on how to create trade bots and any other type of bot. So okay.